Amy's back in the studio for the first time in a couple weeks, and we'll get to what you've missed over the past couple weeks later. Well, I had Mike D put together an extensive report of everything you have missed from this show the last 14 days.
Oh, yeah, because I have no idea. I
Right.
for sure need a rundown.
I do too sometimes.
Yeah.
So Amy is back. She's back in. That being said, let's go ahead and go to this next segment here. So Lunchbox has been writing letters to celebrities. You were here for this, right?
Yes, as a child.
Yes. He to 3 celebrities as a 7-year-old. You wrote to who?
Oprah,
Yep.
The Rock, and Carrie Underwood.
And why?
Because we talked about writing letters to famous people when we were kids, and I wondered, if we still do that, would they respond? And so I picked 3 of the biggest celebrities out there, all different genres, and said, let her rip.
All right, Monday check-in. Have we heard back from Oprah?
Well, I've been waiting at the mailbox every day for that mailman, for that Oprah letter, and nothing so far
Nothing
from
from
Oprah.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have we heard back from Mr. The Rock?
Mr. The Rock. No, we have not heard from Mr. The Rock. I know he's busy. He has that new TV show out, so maybe he hasn't been checking his mail lately, and that's why I haven't heard back.
So nothing from The Rock.
No.
The one that we think will come earlier than the others is the one to Carrie Underwood.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I mean, she was right down the road last night at the ACM. Surely she's checking her mail. Didn't even have to go that far. Have we heard back from Carrie Underwood?
Well, last Wednesday, I was out there at the mailbox, and this big manila envelope comes.
No way! No way!
Come on.
And it was someone saying, hey, we'll buy your house.
Oh.
And I was like, I thought it looked like an official letter, like something cool. And it was just like spam mail, so nothing from Carrie Underwood either.
So nothing from any of the celebrities?
No, nothing.
Striking out.
All right. Well,
It's still early. It's still early, guys.
we'll check in next week. I'll tell you this. One of our listeners did some research for me because as a kid, I wrote a letter to Hulk Hogan. He was like, I hope you're okay, Hulk. He was in the hospital. He was body slammed, right? And so I got a postcard back. And at 1, I wondered if Hulk even signed it. And then 2, I thought, as an adult, was he even injured? Someone did some research. Turns out he took some time off to shoot a movie at that time.
He wasn't at the hospital?
He wasn't at the hospital.
Right. Well, and I was curious about that too because isn't wrestling fake? So like even if he is body slammed, does it really hurt?
Well, yes, it still hurts. And
Oh.
people get hurt all the time doing it. But I think that was a storyline.
Okay, wrestling just confuses me.
It's extremely athletic.
Okay, but it's fake.
And the physical part of it's not. The actual I'm angry, some of the severity of some of the moves, it's choreographed. But
Okay.
all that hitting is not fake.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I'm getting offended for some reason. It's like I'm 11 again.
It's okay,
No,
Buns.
Jimmy, wrestling's real. Ultimate Warrior rules.
Yeah, I just don't know anything about it other than what y'all tell me, and I just was confused how someone landed themselves in the hospital from a fake wrestling match.
But you can get you can fall in the hospital all the time
Okay,
for matches.
I hear what you're saying.
You good? You good, Buns?
Brother, you're really angering the Bobomaniacs. All right, let's do Jayco on Homemade. Bobby Bone Show. Call us if you want. 877-77-Bobby. That is our phone number. 877-77-BOBBY. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. Just glad you guys are here. We appreciate that. On with Mindy, who is calling us from Alabama right now. Mindy, what's going on?
Good morning, studio.
Morning.
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to say that. So I need some sound advice. I am getting married in October, and I just first let me say I am not confrontational. I am a lover, not a fighter. I run away from confrontation. I have a best friend for 15 years, and then I have another best friend for about 8 years. Well, naturally, everyone thinks the longer one is going to be my matron of honor, and she is not. So I had a conversation with her and told her, I chose our other best friend. She lives by me, and it just makes more sense. And the other one has just been super rude to her, and she's been mean to her for no reason. It wasn't her choice. It was my choice. So we have a bachelorette trip coming up, and we're actually going to Nashville. I hope to be able to visit the studio, but I don't know what to do or how to keep the peace.
I think, and I come to you now, someone who is experiencing a little bit of the same thing. I don't have people fighting amongst each other, but it's a difficult decision because here I have two of my best friends, Amy and Eddie, and I'm like, well, one of you guys got to be the best man, and I don't want a girl. It's just going to throw the whole side of the wedding off. And that's what I told Amy. I was like, I got to be honest with you. My OCD is going to kick in hard. And also, Caitlin and Amy are very close, and Caitlin wanted her and her side as well, so it made that decision easier for me. But that was tough. And then Courtney, who I've been best friends with forever, but again, he lives in Houston now. We don't get to see each other but once a year. So through the power of deduction, I deduced that Eddie was the man for the job.
Is Courtney mad about that?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Like on your bachelorette trip,
Although,
bachelor.
Although,
sorry.
you think Amy's been treating you bad lately?
That's what I was wondering.
That's why.
No. But like you're going to be able to have a party with your boys, and there's not going to
Yes.
be any tension or fighting. And unfortunately for her, it sounds like there might be.
This is what all I'm doing, I'm telling you that story is background to go, I felt you having to make those decisions. That's a tough decision to make. And then who to put in your wedding and who not. All that's, but first of all, you can't worry about that outside of the decisions you make. I would pull aside the mean girl and say, hey, you're only being mean because you're hurt. I get that. I'm really sorry. Here's the actual reason why. I love you just as much, but I can't plan stuff with you here. The easiest thing is to tell the truth and then let it fall where it may, but you still love her. It just wasn't the easiest to pick her for the matron of honor spot, and that's it. She has to respect that. If she's your friend and she loves you, she doesn't want to make this hard on you. That's bullcrap, man. So it's an uncomfortable conversation, but you go, look, Sally, if you lived closer, you would be my matron of honor. No doubt about it. Amy, if you had a wiener, you'd be up there in the running for best man.
No doubt about it.
No doubt.
Seems to be the case for. I'm just kidding. Okay. A lot of women have to deal with that. Listen. Okay.
With being best man?
No, I'm joking. Like in life. Boundaries are new to me. What's the caller's name? Sorry, I didn't. Mindy. Boundaries are new to me, and I would say you might have to get firm with Sally. And if she can't hear you and respect you and understand that she's kind of like souring the whole situation, then you might have to set a boundary of like, I don't know that I'm going to want you at our bachelorette party.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. That's what I do.
Yeah, like it's unfortunately this is something she needs to work through. But like Bobby said, express how you feel and explain that you would like for everybody to get along. And if she can't do that, then she shouldn't come.
And she's rooted in hurt.
Yes.
She's not rooted in meanness.
I agree.
She's hurting. Therefore, her way is to react that way. Some people, like myself, when I'm hurt, I shut down. Her reaction technique is to go and be angry. But she's hurting. Address that. I promise you can fix this. She cares about your friendship too much. Okay, Mindy? Mandy?
I hope so.
Mindy? You got this, though. Hang in. This is about you. This is your good time. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Go get it. Congratulations.
Thank you. Bye.
A little bit. I've been offended for my bachelor party.
Why?
I get offended. It's not for right now. I'll tell you on the air next segment 3, maybe tomorrow. But I'm still a little triggered.
Who offended you?
It
Or
kills
what?
part of the tease, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
it kinda does.
I would be teased by it.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering, like, is it me? What did I do?
I'm going to leave it there for now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's not you. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
It's not you. All right, we're coming back in a second. A couple things. Number one, this woman walks out into her front yard and her tires are slashed and there's a finger in her driveway. Did you guys see this story?
No.
We'll talk about that in the next segment. Goodbye. Amy's back in studio today after 2 weeks gone, and I had Mike D make a report of things Amy has missed. And when you look at it all together, you realize we are a dumb show.
Okay, well, now I'm excited to see what I missed.
Well, here's some stuff that you missed over the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
I got crushed online for asking Jason Aldean for marriage advice.
Well, oh.
He was on. I'm about to get married.
Yeah.
I forgot about the whole cheating situation.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, man, give me some marriage advice. I got just walloped
Okay,
in the
but it
comments
doesn't.
section.
If anything, he's now been married twice, so he might have more advice for you.
I agree. Sometimes you go through struggle, you mess up, you learn more.
Yes.
And I like Jason, but you talk about going into a bad. That was in my neighborhood. Usually I say, I don't go to the Facebook page. I'm going to go to that neighborhood. Like, it came to me. Raymundo got Botox
Oh, he did?
in his forehead, and we had his plastic surgeon on to talk about that.
How are you feeling?
I feel awesome. I did have some wrinkles. I was showing my age. I mean, I'm 35, but I don't look it, so there you go.
Wow, okay.
Also, something that happened the last 2 weeks while you were gone, Eddie is painting his nails this week.
That's
Check 'em out.
right.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
What's up, Amy?
He's got black fingernails.
No,
Amy, how's it going?
No, I
You
can't.
good?
I can barely. It's like I can barely look at them.
That's what my wife says.
Not that men painting their nails. That's fine. That's one thing. But it's
Then
Eddie.
what?
And
Why?
It doesn't fit your vibe.
I think Eddie's
agree.
trying to find his mid-age
Yeah,
vibe
like
right
with
now.
the sunglasses and then now the nail polish and I don't know.
The sunglass thing didn't work, but as far as the fingernails goes, my goal is for people to look at me like they see me with 4 kids and a wife, and they're like, "Oh, family man." Wait a second.
But why not just be family man?
Because there's a little bit of still coolness in me, so I want them to look at me and be like, "Family man," but wait, this guy has an edge to him. I like that.
This is what you remind me of right now.
What?
A middle-aged version of My Chemical Romance.
Is this Glass Parade?
Huh?
What's
This is My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, I like this song.
Welcome to the Black Parade?
Yeah, well, Black Parade. This
that what
is
it's
a
called?
jam.
Well, you should.
This is you though, but it's too old. It's like his dad. When I was
A young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band.
Dude, this is me.
it's a younger you, not now.
You grow up.
But you see what I'm saying? You see, like, when people see me, they're like at Lowe's, you're shopping for like home improvement stuff, and they're like, "Wait a second, this dude has black fingernail paint."
I have 2 more. I'll give you more throughout the show. Lunchbox has a new TikTok lane.
What is it?
We were talking about what we can do. You know, mine is talking about country music and lists, and Eddie's is opening boxes. Lunchbox's is
Eating stuff out of trash cans. or just like off the ground, like food that's not mine. I just find food and I eat it.
That's funny.
Is it the most views you've ever gotten on TikTok?
It is, and I don't understand. People say, and all the comments are, "This is so gross, don't do this." Oh, this is so gross, don't do this. But then they watch it, so I don't know. Radio Lunchbox on TikTok.
All right.
That's
I'm
his
in.
lane. He'll go to a trash can if he sees food, he goes in and eats it.
I love
Okay.
it.
And then finally, the police found the guy who broke into Caitlin's grandfather's place.
Oh wow.
And the
So-
sheriff called us out of the blue and was like, "Hey, we got him."
He was in another state.
Yeah, he was in Georgia
Or Virginia or North Carolina.
or somewhere.
Oh my-
So he's locked up.
He's now in jail. So
Good. I hope he stays there for a long, long time.
he will.
Okay.
That's 5 things you've missed. We'll do another list, and I think we need the numbers next time we do it. Number 5,
Oh yeah.
number 4.
All dumb stuff.
Oh yeah, when I was reading this list today, I asked Mike. I said, "Did we do all this in the last 2 weeks?"
Can't believe they let us do
this
the
is
show.
some dumb stuff. Well, anyway, glad you're back.
Glad to be back.
Glad you're back. Let's do Luke Bryan down to 1. Bobby Bones show. By the way, he did win Entertainer of the Year last night.
Whoop.
Very well deserved. That's like we did Idol last night, and then he clicked over, and then we're like, "You won Entertainer of the Year."
That's cool.
It was awesome. We'll talk about that coming up in the news. Thank you guys for hanging out. It is the Bobby Bones show. On the phone now is Brooke in Mississippi. Brooke, thank you for calling. What's going on?
Hey, studio. How are y'all?
Doing pretty good. What can we do for you?
Good. Hey, so I had a funny story to tell. My husband and I played the lottery for our very first time, and we ended up winning. So my husband is a medical professional and has been working crazy hours lately. We have 3 kids. And he was coming home from work pretty late one night and asked if he could pick up our oldest daughter, who's 5, and take her to the gas station and just have like some one-on-one time with her. And so he picked her up and he went to the gas station and was like, what's something fun that I could do with her? And decided to pick up a scratch-off ticket so she could have fun scratching off a little surprise. And when she did, she's like, hey, Dad, we have a match. And my husband's like, oh, really? That's awesome. And he's like, how much is it? And she said, it's $100. And then she goes, oh, wait, Dad, I think there are more zeros than that.
Oh, my
And he's like, really? And it turns out we won $10,000.
Ah, come on. That's awesome.
Crazy.
No, for real.
Have you got your money yet, or what do you do when you win that much money?
Yes. Okay, so when you win over $600, you have to go to the like actual office to pick it up, which is 3 hours away.
Wow.
So, and you have to go like during business hours. So I loaded my kids up in the car during the week. We made a trip out of it, drove 3 hours down to get our lotto money, and came back. So it's real. It's legit.
That's so funny. It's also so fun. What are you going to do with that money?
We have a lot of loans to pay off. So because he's a resident. So we will probably do some fun things with it and then kind of use it for some loans. But my daughter, she was the one that scratched it off. She's like, Mom, can I please get some water balloons? So we're going to get her some water balloons.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Brooke. And thank you for calling. Tell your husband and kids we say hello, okay?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, guys.
All right, bye-bye. When Mike D and I were in California doing American Idol last week, I said, hey, you know what would be a fun TikTok is if I bought a few scratch-offs and I did the whole first part, and then I said, hey, come back for part 2, and then I revealed the winners. And so we did that, and it got a bunch of views. Just thought it'd be something fun to do. And then I got on Instagram Live and did a couple scratch-offs. But I did like a talk show during the scratch-offs. And you had 250,000 people that watched me.
What was your talk show about?
Yeah, I was just talking about crap. But people wanted to see. It was like opening the eggs.
Yeah, they want to know if you won.
Yeah. And so I was like, what if we treated this like those magic eggs that Eddie's kids watch?
Surprise eggs, yeah.
And as I'm talking about stuff, they're watching me scratch. And so I did an Instagram Live talking about stuff and scratching. And I was like, I cannot believe people watch this. And then I started watching it back again myself, and I was like, this is... And then I was kind of like, well, I get it. Like, I want to know if I already knew. But so I did another one. Got 200,000 views. I did another one yesterday. And I'm doing 2 things. One, I'm talking about stuff. Like, for example, I'm trying to get Scott Stapp from Creed on the show. But I was talking about that in the scratch-off. And I posted another one yesterday. It's got 100,000 views. So this is the new thing, Magic Eggs. I'm going to scratch off and do a talk show. And people, we're going to win. But I'm down a ton of money.
So, yeah, we need to do some scratch-offs here.
No. I'm playing the big tickets because the big tickets have the best odds. I'm down $300 right now.
How much are you doing a show?
$30 a ticket, 2 tickets. And I'm starting to go broke from this little gag.
But what if one day you do
and I
hit
hit, listen, I don't want to ruin this, but I hit yesterday.
Okay.
If you go to my Instagram, I swear, don't look at me like that. I hit yesterday. And you know what I did, Amy? I matched the 2 numbers, 77 and 77, and then I didn't scratch what the win was until the end. And then I scratched it off, and we experienced it together, me and all my people on Instagram.
The big prize?
So
it's up there now.
You can see now.
Okay.
Mr. Bobby Bones is my Instagram name, but that's the thing. That's the new way to hook people in. But I can't believe it, $10,000. That is wild. I don't know what I would do. Let's go over and do the news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
A mom wins TikTok's biggest baby birth weight trend with a 14-pound baby.
Wow, there's a TikTok trend?
People were showing, hey, look how big my baby was when it came out.
There's a trend for everything.
Yeah, so it was just people showing pictures of how big their baby was when it came out. And so this one mom, her username is Shans1588. Here's a clip of her.
At 38 weeks and 1 day, I had my second son via C-section by 2 doctors because he came in at a whopping 14 pounds 0.6 ounces.
Wow.
23 and 3/4 inches long. Yes, I gave birth to a toddler who then spent 11 days in the NICU, where clearly he was the biggest baby in there. The NICU did not even have diapers for him or clothes. They had to go up to pediatrics to get size 3 diapers, and he came home in clothing 6 to 9 months. That's him.
Looks like a 4-year-old. The doctor rolled him up. Looks like he's had chicken fried steak right before he came out. It's crazy. So that was the first story I wanted to bring up. Another one is an Arizona woman wakes up to find her tire slashed and a severed finger in her driveway.
Yo, what happened?
Someone apparently left a grisly clue in the driveway, the lady. I would assume that they were slashing the tires and accidentally cut their finger off.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think it was a tire cut and here's a finger.
Oh.
Francesca Weekoff, a former firefighter and EMT, got a surprise Thursday morning when she left the house, found a severed finger on the ground. It was right near her new GMC Yukon. 2 of her tires were slashed. Judging from the trail of blood leading to the house next door, she thinks she knows who did it. She said that she and her husband were at a get-together Wednesday night when her male neighbors became intoxicated and started a physical altercation with the couple. He was asked to leave. He didn't like that. So he tried to retaliate by slashing my tires. However, he left a consolation prize, which was the finger.
Yeah. I guess if he was intoxicated, maybe that's how it happened. The finger part.
A little bit you go, dang, I hate that my tires were slashed, but you go, hee, they lost a finger. You don't want to be like that.
No.
At all, but how about that? You're the guy that slashed the tires, you're in trouble, and now you lost and now we know it's you.
Right.
And you left a trail of blood.
Hey, 4-finger Frankie, come here. Walk up to the judge, show him your hand. All right, let's do more news.
Bobby's
Other
Big
Story.
They predict the Johnson & Johnson vaccine will come back to market with restrictions or warnings by Friday. This is how good you should feel about the vaccine. Literally 6 people in 7 million were affected by this, and they still shut it down for a bit. That's how good you should feel about it. Think about that. That's nothing. That's getting struck by lightning twice.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
And still, with that, they said, hey, let's hold off for a second. I think people are chasing their wrong tail here. When people are like, see, we told you Johnson & Johnson. We told you the vaccine. No, it's the opposite. 6 and 7 million. People will get sicker off Advil or like normal stuff and have reactions to it. Because there were 6 out of 7 million, they said, let's hold off. Let's see exactly who it's affecting. Almost nobody. And let's put warnings on it and make sure people know it's safe. Like, I love that they pulled back just to show people how safe it is and how much they're looking out for folks. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's kind of the yang. Most people are going the other way.
The yin.
The yin, the yang.
But I think this is exactly what we want. I would still get this one today. But obviously, and if you don't want the vaccine, that's your call. I have no problem with that. But I'm a big listen, I've had one in every arm. I got 2 over here, 2 over here. I got 1 on my thigh today.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get all of them just in case.
The more the better.
Yeah. Finally, this year's ACM winners from last night. Congratulations to Luke Bryan. Love it. Obviously, that's my guy. We work together, friends, but he deserves it. And sometimes he doesn't even get nominated for stuff because of the Angelina Jolie effect, which is when she was winning like hottest person 4 or 5 years in a row back in the day, people just stopped putting her on lists at all. They're like, well, she's had it so many times, she doesn't deserve it anymore. Well, that's not true. Same with Luke. He had won so many things. And people were like, we're just not going to put him on lists anymore. That's not fair. Luke won. I love it. Congratulations. Top male vocalist Thomas Rhett. Top female vocalist Maren Morris. Old Dominion won Group of the Year. Dan and Shay won Vocal Duo. On and on. Congratulations to all those folks. Good episode of American Idol last night. I did not watch the ACMs. I watched American Idol mostly because I was on it.
Sure. I would do the same thing.
Yeah. It was a great episode, though. I got more comments last night about a jacket I was wearing on
the
show
yeah?
than any clothing article I've ever...
What was it?
I went to Zara in the mall.
Oh, it's the best.
Zara's legit.
And got it for $70 the night before. And because I was going to go, and they were like, hey, it's a little chilly. And I didn't bring clothes to shoot in chilly weather in California. So I was like, crap. So Caitlin and I went to the mall. And I was like, let's just go look for something. I was like, this jacket's cool. Took it in, wore it. People were like, that's such a high dollar fancy jacket. I was like, no, I got it from the mall. What are you gonna say?
I just realized you were in LA. I was like, wait a second, the Zara opened here.
It did open here.
Oh, it did?
Like a week. Amy's been gone for a couple weeks.
She's out of touch.
Yeah, it's
I've
been
missed
open.
all of it. Oh, okay, I can't wait. It is such a great. And if you don't have one near you, you can shop online and they have great kids clothes for
Great
super,
kids
yes,
clothes.
super cheap.
Not a commercial, by the way.
Yeah.
They don't pay us. All right, that's what's up. That's the news. Close it up, Raymundo.
Bobby's Big
Story.
You are welcome to call this show and hang out and talk with us. Something you want to say? 877-77-Bobby. A couple things we're going to do. We're going to read you 5 more things Amy missed from her last couple weeks, and we'll check in with Amy, see what's up. All right, back in a minute. go over to Rachel in Virginia. Rachel, thank you for calling the Bobby Bones Show. What's going on with you?
Hi, Bobby.
Hey.
Not much. I was just calling because I was trying to get a hold of you last week. I saw your TikTok on the scratch-offs, and I have a story for you.
Go ahead.
So this is several years ago, but my husband, he buys scratch-offs all the time. Came home, had my daughter scratching them off. I was upstairs. I just got out of the shower, and my daughter comes up. She's like, Mommy, come downstairs. I want to show you something. So I go downstairs, and he's like, take a look at this. And I look at it, and like, yeah, what about it? He's like, no, take a look at it again. So I look closer, and I was like, no way. We won $250,000 on a scratch-off.
What?
Unbelievable. So what did you do?
So first I was like, no way. Like, this isn't real. Like, I couldn't believe it. And he's like, no, seriously, it's real. We were both kind of like, oh my gosh. So first thing Monday morning, he called. We live in Virginia, so he had to call the, VA lottery down in Richmond, and it was legit. He drove down there. He took our daughter. Our youngest one was still in preschool at home, so he took her. They drove down. They got their check. He got, one of those big, huge checks, like the fake ones that they take your picture with. We actually still have it hidden away in our house. And, it's crazy.
That's amazing. Who did you tell? Did you tell your friends you won the money?
No, we told our family, and we told one of our friends only because at the time they were helping me watch my daughter because I got a job at my kid's school. So they were helping us watch her for free. They were kind of like, yeah, when we're home, we'll help you out. So we felt bad because we were like, okay, like we won this money and they're watching our kid for us. So we told, because we gave them money. We gave them money for watching our kid. So we told them why we were giving it to them, and we told them. But that was
awesome.
it.
That's amazing. Well, that's a great story. I feel like you're hiding from someone right now.
I know.
Okay, listen, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Please come and save me. I'm in the closet. I'm upstairs.
Mhm.
Yes. So you're at work right now, Rachel?
No, I'm not at work. I'm actually at home. I'm just stupid. I was just like, we didn't tell anybody, so I'm just kind of like keeping it on the down low. We still haven't told them.
Oh, she's still being secretive. Oh yeah. If you talk quieter on the air, not people, it won't go out as far.
Yeah, and your
That's good.
voice isn't as recognizable.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, Rachel.
In Virginia.
We'll talk to you soon, Rachel, in Virginia.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
That's cool.
I was looking at this guy. He tried to fight a grizzly bear. This is back a few years ago, but just now he's been fined. But he has way too much to drink. He goes and he tries to. He takes off his shirt. He goes and starts shouting at a young grizzly in a boxing stance.
Oh my god!
It's not a baby. It's a young. It's like a cub, but it's still. I'm looking at it now. It's still standing up, probably 5 feet tall. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Young, but it's on all fours. But if it stood up, probably 5 feet tall. And he's like, "Come on!" And he's trying to fight. But so they have now fined him $4,000. And they said, hey, pay this. And I was thinking, what they should do is go, hey, buddy, you want to fight a grizzly bear? You have two options here.
Do it.
Oh, boy.
You can pay the $4,000, or how about 30 seconds with the mama?
There we go.
You want to fight? You want to be a big man and try to fight on a baby grizzly bear in a park? You cannot pay the $4,000. You do 30 seconds.
He could die.
Yeah, mama could kill him.
Yeah.
That's up to him. Is it worth? He wants to go punch a bear. Wants to go fight an animal. Pick on someone your own size.
Did he punch that bear? Did he eventually touch it?
Caught on camera by a couple of nearby photographers. They were taking pictures of the bear when they saw the guy run out there without a shirt. It finally went to trial, and it doesn't say if he actually punched the bear.
Okay.
But he does. He's in a stance, like trying to box the bear. I'm looking at the picture right now. Amy, I was going to read you some of these things. We did 5 of them already, things that you've missed over the past 2 weeks. Okay? And let's do the second set of 5. Here we go.
Number 5.
I did announce before you got in today another groomsman, Courtney,
Okay.
my friend who now lives in Houston, who in my first book I did say it'd probably be best man.
Right.
But then I kind of talked through that. That was 6-7 years ago. Since then, I just fallen in love with Eddie.
Things change.
What can you do about that?
But he's still in. Another groomsman was announced. That's number 5.
Number 4.
Me, Eddie, Lunchbox, Raymundo, and Mike D are all now fully vaxxed.
Oh, congrats.
And I'm over my 2-week point. I went to the gym twice this weekend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I went and cycled on Saturday with Caitlin, and then went to my boxing gym yesterday on Sunday.
Oh, you can do all the things.
Is it free as a bird?
Did you lick everything?
I licked everything, had everything lick me. It was a double. So that's number 4.
Number 3.
Abby, our phone screener, came in and played for you in Amy versus Lunchbox.
And
she lost twice.
Oh,
the
but
score
does
is yes.
that
Yes.
what,
The score is now 4-0 Lunchbox.
Wait.
Sorry, Amy.
Okay.
I didn't take it easy on her.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
Number 2.
Raymundo has been making a killing off of Cameo.
Oh, how much?
He can't even fulfill his needs.
What's the
Their
rate?
need. Well, I had him raise the price because he was getting too many. Ray, what are you talking here?
We're total that I've made.
Yeah.
Over 1,000.
No, but I would like to know, what is your rate
What do you
for a
think
video?
it is? What do you think a fair rate to get Ray and Bay? They're together.
Oh, Ray and Bay together, $50.
Okay, it was $25. And
Yeah.
he had so many he couldn't fulfill. Somebody gave him a 0-star review on Cameo. So I said, Ray, raise your rate, and he raised it to 30.
Okay.
So he's at 30 now.
I would say eventually maybe you could see where it goes and maybe go up.
That's what I
Especially
said.
if it's you and
Supply and demand.
Bay. Yeah.
And the cat.
Oh, yeah. If
Pablo.
the cat shows up.
If you look into your box right now, how many do you have waiting that you need to do?
We have like 3, but 4 days is what they allow you to do them, so we're in no rush.
But you're doing a lot. If you were charging $25-$30 and you got over $1,000, like, you're busy.
Yeah, we knocked out over 50 easily, and there's tips involved as well.
Whoa, people can tip on Cameo?
Mm-hmm.
Ray's been killing it. That's what you should
Are
know.
you on Cameo?
No.
Oh.
Number 1.
And then number 1 is obviously I took over the morning corny.
Oh, and how's that been going?
I have a lot of sympathy for how hard it is to get laughs for that stupid segment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was
Now
doing
you
like
feel
3
me.
or 4 in a row. I was just rapid fire shooting them off, trying to get
Still no laughs.
any laugh.
Yeah, welcome to what it's like.
It's tough, I'm be honest with
I
you.
don't care. I still laugh at them myself, so it's fine.
You do. I think that's the difference. You actually enjoy the jokes.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, oh my goodness, we had to do this again. So Amy will be back doing the corny tomorrow.
Yeah.
Listeners were also calling and leaving them on the voicemail, and I was playing them.
Oh, okay. That's helpful.
But let's take a second and talk about you. So when your dad passed away, I went on the air and I said, hey, Amy's dad died. Just kind of gave everybody an idea of what happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, she said she's coming back in 2 days. And I was like, I don't think she should come back in 2 days. And then
Yeah, I don't think that was realistic for me and not that there's so much happening in my life that I think it's been known for, at least to listeners that have been listening all the time, like for several months now, even end of last year. There's just a lot happening, and my dad dying is probably the last thing I was thinking I would add to my list, especially because he had literally just moved in with me, and I was excited about that time, like just totally unexpected turn of events, which now I'm thankful. You know, we had one full night with him at my house. Like the whole process of moving him in, we had a caregiver. She worked for a day. Like just so many things now, but I think maybe he needed that. Maybe his body was kind of had some stuff going on that we didn't even know of, and he needed that night with us and some special memories. And then, yeah, I had to end up calling an ambulance, and then he was in the hospital. But honestly, when the ambulance was loading him up, he was like, love you. And I was like, love you. I'll probably pick you up tomorrow. They're going to get your blood pressure. Like, we'll figure it out. They'll get you good. And, you know, I'll see you tomorrow. And that night he went on life support. I never talked to my dad again. And, you know, that was just something. I was still in denial, though, even though the doctor was like, hey, you should call siblings. Like, I have a sister and a half brother and a half sister. He's like, I think they should come. You know, well, we don't know. He could turn around. And I'm thinking, what? So I am still working at this point, still coming in, and I think I'm in denial. And then I found out later, I guess my sister had texted you. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that at the time, but I think she texted you, like, I don't think Amy should work anymore.
And I said, I've been telling Amy not to work.
Right. And I was like, what? I didn't realize the severity. And being that he was on life support and his body was kind of declaring that it was time, we had to make the tough decision. Me and my 3 other siblings, all of his kids were gathered around him, and we after several days, we even put it off a day. We were going to do it one day, and they were like, oh, we can't do it. So we had one more day with him and then removed him from life support. And but his body was ready. Like it felt right. And the hospital we were at, they were amazing. I've never been through anything like that ever. I mean, I was with my mom for her final breath, but it was natural. Like, well, I mean, I guess his was too, but she wasn't on any kind of life support. The cancer had kind of taken over. But then reliving this with my dad, was a powerful moment. And, you know, I even told Bobby this, like we had a playlist going and it was just crazy because my favorite song in the world and my dad's is George Strait, Amarillo by Morning. And we had the playlist on shuffle and the songs are shuffling through. We had no idea when the doctor was like actually doing the final thing that would lead him to the final breath. And Amarillo by Morning finished. And then the next song kind of started for a second. And then the nurse came in and said, hey, I just wanted y'all to know he's taken his final breath. And we were all just like, you know, there with him and it was super emotional, but we were like, how fitting that he would, I mean, do you know how many times I've two-stepped to that song with my dad and that we just kind of all pictured him like two-stepping his way into heaven. And, you know, then after that, I think the reality of him being gone set in. I went back home and of course I had his new bedroom and everything set up and my family and friends, like, you know, people that went into action and they're like, we need to move all of this out. Let's get this back. You know, like this is too much memory. And then with all the things happening in my life, kind of some that people know about, some that people don't, like everything just, I realized if I don't maybe take some sick days and some vacation days, like I was talking to work and talking with you and I'm like, how can we make this happen? Like, I think I need to go do some like intensive type therapy stuff just so that I can be better and not, you know, let this all completely implode at some point. So I realize not everybody has that type of time and I'm super grateful for it. And I'm thankful to listeners that were checking in, and I wasn't on social media at all, but I would hear from other people and get different notes or emails. And yeah, I have a lot of gratitude for the time, and I went and I got some healing from the trauma and the just some other stuff, and hopefully I'm back a better person. And I still have a lot of work to do, but I just feel for anybody out there that's going through a lot, whether it's one thing or multiple things at once. Like, I hope you know that you're not alone, and I hope that you have someone you can talk to and that you can get through it, because I feel like I am making my way, I'm like shaking while I'm talking, making my way to the other side of some hard stuff. And yeah, I just hope I can show up for my job, for my family, be a mom, for my friends, and but show up here, because I feel like part of our responsibility of having this platform is sharing some of our story, the good times and the bad, and showing up for people that also might be going through something hard and giving them that hope. And so I'm thankful I had that time for self-exploration, and I'm back. I think I can get through this without, I can come into work. What some people don't know is sometimes, like do y'all remember that day right before I kind of left? We were doing something and I was laughing.
Yeah, you laughed until you cried, then you walked out of the room.
Right.
Yeah.
And my laughter turned to tears. And then there was something else.
That wasn't on the air, by the way.
That wasn't on the air, but we were recording like a commercial or something, and I messed up. I didn't even know I messed up. And you're like, Amy, you read that totally wrong. And I was like, no, I didn't. And then I looked at it and I did, and I was laughing, and then the laughter turned to tears. And that was a thing that I realized, like, oh, wait, something's not right with me. And then there was an emotional time right after when my dad was on life support where I should have been crying and I couldn't stop laughing. So that, you know, that was another sign of like, there's a lot going on. And I'm also reading a book called The Body Keeps the Score. Highly recommend it. But our bodies know, and they can tell us when maybe we've got like a lot of different things going on, and it's going to manifest and show up in different ways. And I don't want mine to manifest into negative things. I want to try to reframe some of it, and it's a lot of work, and I know that it's hard. But yeah, again, just want to offer that hope for people, because I finally feel like I can laugh and then cry and not have my emotions cross. But if they do, it's okay. I'm human.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. And I just rambled for a really long
It's
time.
okay.
I'm sorry.
You get your space to ramble sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
You're always welcome to not be back. You know, I think the hardest thing with you now is telling you to stay home, because that was the original conversation. I was like, hey, take weeks off. And you said, no, I'm coming back in 2 days. I was like, I don't think you need to do that. You're like, I'm coming. I said, okay, fine. Can't force you.
Well, I think I was using work as a distraction too. And so I think a lot of us can do that. But yeah, my other piece of encouragement would be, if you have amazing people around you that can fill in for you and allow you that time, like don't fight them on it. See that as a message of like, oh, maybe they're onto something. They maybe see something from 30,000 feet that I don't see. And maybe you do need to practice your breathing and take a walk or go do some intense therapy, whatever it looks like for you.
Well, glad you're back.
Thank you.
You're very loved here.
Thanks.
And one day at a time.
Yeah.
We've both been through it.
I know.
Sucks.
I know.
But much weaker people have been through much worse and gotten through it wonderfully, and we'll follow their footsteps.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I know that, yeah, my dad and my mom both, I mean, but my dad most recently, he would not want me, feeling sad for him. He had a great life, and he loved what we do. Like, he loved the show. He was like so excited to like be at the house and be a part of life, which included a lot of what we get to do. And one of the last people to see him was actually Karen Fairchild when she came over. That was his last full day at the house, and she met him and was super sweet and kind to him. And I don't know, I was excited for him to be a part of my life, but that's okay. He got that one day, and it was awesome.
All right, we will come back here in just a minute. Bobby Bone Show. All right, we're going to play a game here. Lighten it up a little bit. Ray, what's the game that you have chosen for us today?
First line of the country song from the 2000s. I'm going to read it, and you got to say what song it is.
Oh, that's it?
Yep.
Great. You're going to speak it. We have to know what song it is.
Correct.
Okay, the first line. Everybody got pens, papers?
Yeah, got it.
Me, Amy, Lunchbox, Eddie. All right, Raymundo, let's rock.
He said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. I'm in.
Read it again, Ray.
He said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me.
He changes it up a little
Now
bit.
he's trying to alter.
Before me.
Okay. Everybody good?
Good.
No.
Amy,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, live like you're dying. No.
What?
Got a lot of life
No.
before
What's your
me.
answer?
Oh, I don't know.
What's your
I'm
answer?
not right. I
What is
should've
your
said,
answer?
Live like you're dying.
Eddie?
Yeah, live like you are dying.
Yeah.
Lunchbox?
Live like you're dying.
Everyone's off a word
Uh-huh.
here.
Oh,
But it might be the same
live
word.
like we're dying. Live like I'm dying.
Oh, you're like,
Bones,
why
what
are
do you
you
have?
apostrophe R-E?
I have live like you were dying.
No.
you were? That's
no,
wrong.
No, no.
Live like you were dying.
No, that's so wrong.
My-
That's so
maybe
wrong.
that's like the last chorus,
That's wrong.
but it's your.
Yeah, you are dying.
R-E.
What's the name of the song, Ray?
I got live like you were dying.
Yeah, that's it, suckers.
Stop it.
You made me question myself here.
Dude, I've had that wrong my whole life.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to be nice and let you guys have it,
Okay.
even though you're off and you all made me feel like about this tall.
Live
That is a
like-
mind blown moment.
Ray, what's the line again?
Live like you were dying.
No, the first line of the song.
He said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me.
He said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me. Yeah. Live like you were dying. You know what? I'm being generous.
Huh.
Everybody gets that point. Go ahead. Next one up.
Well, I ain't never been the Barbie doll type.
Got it. Do it again.
Well, I ain't never been the Barbie doll type.
I'm in.
Shoot.
Huh.
Well, I ain't never been the Barbie doll type.
Amy, what's your answer?
Ugh. Dang it.
Come on, Amy.
Redneck. Woman.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I thought it was redneck girl.
Lunchbox?
Before he cheats.
Eddie?
Redneck woman.
Redneck
Okay.
woman, Gretchen Wilson. Yeah.
Well, I ain't never been the Barbie doll type. No, I can't.
All right, next up.
She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette.
What?
What?
God, savage.
She put him out
got it.
like the burning end of a midnight cigarette.
You got that, man?
Yeah, I do.
She put him out.
Put him out.
She put him out.
Yeah, sing it, Amy. Help me.
She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette.
Put him out.
Is the title really, really long?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
What?
shoot.
2 words.
Oh, 2
What?
words? Let me.
I'm way
2
off.
words, huh?
Yeah, 2 words. 5 seconds.
She put him out.
She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette.
What song from the 2000s is that? All right, everybody in?
No.
No, everybody's in. That's the answer. Amy?
That's the night that the lights went out in
No,
Georgia.
no. That's 2 words.
That's a long one.
Well, I know, but that's what I have.
Lunchbox?
I had kerosene. You said it was 2 words, so I changed it to bad B.
What?
Eddie?
I have 2 black Cadillacs.
She put him out.
Like
What? I still
What?
don't get it with your vocals, but
I didn't finish it.
Oh.
Ray, read it again.
She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette.
She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette.
Oh,
huh?
is that Brad Paisley?
Uh-huh. Whiskey
Oh.
Lullaby.
Damn.
Put him out
Okay.
like the burning end of a midnight cigarette.
Don't slam my vocals until I'm done, you.
I got it.
Thank you.
I
Amy
heard
goes, your vocals suck.
That's not what I said.
That's what I heard,
If
though, in
that's
my
what you
heart.
heard.
That's what I heard.
Okay,
That's what I heard.
that's on you. It's not what I said.
That's what I heard. All right, next up.
She was in the backyard, say it was a little past 9.
What?
First line of the song.
She was in the backyard.
Can you say that again?
She was in the backyard, say it was a little past 9.
Got it.
She was in the backyard, say it was a little past 9.
You're going to punch yourself in the neck once you hear this one when you don't get it right.
She was in the backyard. Say it was a little past 9. Say,
Yo, she was in the backyard.
Say it was a little past 9. Say it was a little past.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Amy?
Mama's house.
Lunchbox?
God bless the broken road.
Eddie?
Suds in the bucket.
That's it.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
In the backyard,
Say it was a little past 9.
and then a prince pulled up.
What was he
white-
driving?
Yeah.
A white pickup truck.
Oh,
All right,
man.
one more.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger.
Oh, I'm in.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger.
Eddie, you're only one down. You could time me on this one.
Do you know this?
Yes.
Say it
you
again,
do.
Ray.
You do.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger.
Don't worry, Bobby. Eddie got it wrong.
He did?
Yeah.
What'd you write, Eddie?
Why are you looking at my sheet?
What'd you write, Eddie?
Amazed.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Same time frame.
Yeah,
It
we got
is?
wrong.
Obviously, but no.
What are the words again?
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger.
Well, I hope you never lose your sense of
wonder.
wonder. Baby, I'm amazed by
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, Eddie.
No.
You lost.
It's I hope you dance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger.
Well,
Did everyone get that?
no. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I won.
I do care.
Yeah, you're the only one that got it wrong, Eddie.
Oh!
You're unbelievable.
Good win, Bones.
Thank you very much. Feeling pretty good about myself
I mean,
today.
let's be real. If you playing, you're winning. It's all good.
Listen, here's the thing. It's a good day. It's a good week. Amy's back in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm healthy. You guys are. What?
Oh, we're good.
What
We're
more could I
healthy.
ask for?
Great.
Got a good woman at home.
That's right.
That's-
2 dogs.
You guys hit me up if you want. 877-77-BOBBY.